Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. Good evening, and welcome back, everyone. I'm so happy to have you here. It has been a really crazy, busy, probably 2 months for me. I've been doing a lot of shows, um, miss, um, mystical fair shows, and doing readings at those shows and having great success and a lot of fun doing it. And I've also completed the first co-hosting women's retreat a week or two ago, and that was fantastic. We did that in Alberta, Canada, and we are going to be launching some dates for the Portland retreat of the Angel Within. So stay tuned. We are putting that together now. It will be in spring of 2024, and it's going to prove to be as exciting as the first one that we had. So much fun, so much healing, and so much change. It was just absolutely phenomenal, and Spirit did not disappoint. So, I have one more show, and then I'm going to kind of settle in for a few weeks and get a little bit of downtime, hopefully. So, but we have come from the eclipse, and we are into new a full moon this weekend, and the energy is really intense. Coming off of that solar eclipse, and I don't know how many of you actually saw it. Did not see it when I was in Canada and in the Pacific Northwest. I think we were kind of cloudy, so we missed it as well. But boy, we're feeling the effects of it. And so it's super important during these times where you've got the full moon and you've got the effects of the eclipse. Everybody's just a little bit on edge. It's really important to be able to keep your energy centered and within you, and keep everybody's energy that you might be feeling around you at bay. And I was just talking to a good friend of mine before the show, and talking to her about cutting and clearing etherical cords when after you've had a conversation with somebody, after you've been around somebody. And it is so important to do that, to be able to keep your energy intact and to be able to keep your sanity. And when you do this, it releases all of the weight of the energy of others so that you can stay within your own energy. And it's really easy to do. You just need to make a pact with your team of guides, angels, to say, whenever I do this motion, and I typically will snap, right? That I'm cutting and clearing all the etherical cords between me and others so that I can stay in my energy. And so when you make this pact, you just have to tell them, from this point on, whenever I do this motion, I'm asking for you to help me clear that, right? And it is amazing, especially if you have a really busy day, if you work retail, if you work around a lot of people. The information overload can really throw you off sometimes. And so if you can just remember to clear those cords, it will lift everything off of you so that you have a clearer head. You can think more clearly. You can be in that space and place of ease. It's really magical. I've been working with this and using this for many years now. And I'm telling you, I'm using it more and more and more throughout my day to clear that. I just take a moment, walk away from what I'm doing, get into a quiet space, do the cord cutting, and then I'm able to come back in and focus at what I need to do. It literally is that simple and so effective. So I encourage you to find out what that is. You can clap your hands, you can, snap your fingers, you can, wash it away, whatever feels right for you, do that. Another great tip that I like to use is using the silver shower from Creator. And I just asked that the silver shower rain down on me. And I imagine this silver shower just washing over me, every single part of my body, right? Clearing and cleansing all of that. And it really makes a difference as well. It clears your aura, it clears your energy, and you can stay in your own space and energy. It really helps, especially if you go into like an antique store or something like that. There's all those energies. There's attachments that are still holding on to some of those antiques, right? And I love antiques. I love going antiquing, but I have to be very cautious about staying in my own energy and clearing that energy when I leave the store, to make sure that I'm still in my own presence, and not taking other energies with me that aren't mine. So staying in your energy and during this time, because there's a lot going on in the cosmos with the fiery energy of the eclipse and the full moon. There's lots going on in the world too. And so being able to be that empath and stay centered and feel like you're not going crazy, these are some really simple tools to use. So I hope that's helpful. Hang in there. Like I said, lots of really intense energy out there. And so it's really important to try to stay in your own space. And hopefully these tips will help you do that. All right. We're going to go to the phone lines right now. Who do we have? We have Patsy in Louisiana. Good evening, Patsy, and welcome to your time to shine.
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What can I do for you this evening?
I was just wondering, can you tell me if my mother is around me? She passed when I was 20, and I don't,
Okay. I'm sorry,
and
how long has she been gone?
oh gosh, a long time. I'm 60 now, and
Okay. Patsy, let me just kind of tune in really quick and see if I can tune into your mom here, um, and see what she has to say for you, okay? There'll be just a little
thank
moment of
you.
silence as I do this. I'll be right back with you.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Okay. Patsy, so I just saw your mom jumping up and down. She's so excited that
Oh,
we are talking. And
oh,
she says, absolutely, I am with you all the time. And
oh,
she's been
wow.
trying so hard to get in touch with you. And
Mm,
um, so she keeps telling me, don't give up. Um,
mm, yeah.
that you need to keep moving forward. You need to keep moving through it. I don't She's not showing me what it is, but she's just wanting me to
Mm-hmm.
know that she's got that she's encouraging you, to
Okay.
keep moving forward. Um,
Okay. Yeah, I've been dealing with depression a lot. I took care of my handicapped sister for 34 years, and she passed away 3 years ago. And she was like a daughter to me. And I have a handicapped child too. So, anybody would understand what I'm going through would be my mother.
yeah, of course. And when you're in that caregiver, when you're in that caregiver position, it becomes part of who you are, right? And
Yeah.
so it's almost
Yeah.
like she's showing me that you lost a piece of you, an identity of who you are when your
Hmm.
sister passed. Um, your mom wants you to know that you're so much more than the caregiver, And so to not let that shape your life, because
Mhm.
there's so much more to you than just that, so many more wonderful pieces of you. And
Mm.
she really wants you to embrace that.
Can
And
I ask one question?
sure.
There's something I had to do for my mom to my mom before she passed. Just need to know if she forgives me.
She's just saying, "Oh, hun, there is nothing to forgive. You
Okay.
were doing exactly what you needed to do. You were doing the best that you could at that time,
Yeah.
and she knows that."
Okay. 'Cause I got a lot of guilt. I had to have my mom committed. My mother was an alcoholic, and she stopped drinking. She got cirrhosis of the liver. Then she started taking medication, and she didn't realize that the medication had to go through your liver too.
Mhm.
And so I had to have her committed, and I was only 20, but thought I was doing the right thing.
She says that you did. You did exactly what you had to do. Um,
Okay.
she says it would have been way too much and way too much. It would have been too overloading for you to be able to take on that responsibility. And it wasn't, she's
Yeah.
like, that wasn't your responsibility, she says.
Okay.
Um,
I was
you
trying to
had
save her
other,
life. Yeah.
yeah, you had other things that you had to do as well, right? You had to
Right.
be able to be present in your own life. And if you can't be present in your own life, you can't help somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And she
Right.
understands that.
Mm.
She understands that, especially being on the other side, right? Where she can see
Okay.
the challenges.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I really was trying to save her life because she already had a major surgery on her liver, and then she started hemorrhaging, and she's passed from that. But I knew the medication was going to affect her liver, more
Right.
so. So that's the
Right.
reason I did it. That's my main thing because I've been living with guilt for all these years, thinking, what if I didn't done that? Maybe I would have had more time with her. But I appreciate that.
Yeah. She said that she kind of lost the will to live, honestly.
Hmm.
She could
Yeah,
she yeah, she's showing me that she gave up.
yeah,
And
she did. She did.
yeah. Yeah.
She had a very. My father was a very. He was a very abusive to his children. Um, he mainly abused me, and I had to tell her about it, and it just about destroyed her because he sexually abused me, and that just really was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of trauma there, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, and a lot for an individual to go through, right?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
she's saying that you're such a beautiful person inside and out, and the things that you have had to endure in this lifetime, nobody should have to endure that much. And
Mhm.
she is just she's sending you so much love and so much appreciation and
Mm.
and gratefulness for what
Oh,
you
good.
do and who you do it for, right? Because she says it's all
Mm.
coming from the heart.
Yes, definitely.
She's saying,
Yeah.
I raised her right. She's very proud of you.
Well, good. Thank God. Because I've been worried.
Yeah.
Because I also have a handicapped child, and some days he has autism. Some days are really rough. I'm like, she would
Yes.
understand.
Yes.
So, but thank you so much. That's basically what I needed to know.
Good. Good. I'm so glad. Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for calling in, and you take good
Thank
care.
you. Okay. God bless
Okay.
you.
God bless you
Okay.
too.
Okay, sweet. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. All right. We have Tracy in Rogers, Texas. Good evening, Tracy, and welcome to your time to shine.
Hi.
Hi. What can I do for you this
I got an
evening?
echo. Oh, just, I guess basic, tell me what is coming up for me.
Okay. Perfect. I can do that. Real quickly, there's just going to be a little moment of silence as I kind of check in and see what's going on, and then I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Let's see, Tracy. So what it's really weird. I was feeling this really very strange sensation of I felt like I was almost in a cartoon where, someone has this funny mirror, right? And they look at you and you all of a sudden your face becomes really, really big and then it goes really, really tiny. And it's like this zooming in and out of effect, almost like this push-pull feeling. Um, it feels like you're either in that state right now or you might be heading into that state of feeling this push and pull, kind of this uncertainty around you.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
That's already happening.
okay, okay. Um, Let me see if I can find out where they're going with this. Hold on. So what they're showing me is during this time of this push and pull, it's about looking at what the situations are and deciding what is the important factor of it. It's almost like they're showing me for you to stand in your power and say, "No, this is the way it's going to go and this is what I'm going to do." Right? So it's about
Yeah,
drilling
yeah.
down and figuring out what's really important to you in this moment in time and then moving in that direction. And as you do that, what they're showing me is it's like these cords, these ties, or these people that are maybe holding on to you. That's how they're showing it to me. Like people are holding on to you and they're kind of like you're dragging them behind. And as you stand in your power and say, no, this is the way it's going to be, it's like they lose the clutch of you and then they fall away. They fall off so that you can move through with more ease. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, somebody knocking on my door.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot going on right now, a lot of different things going on, my health, people around me. Um, yeah, a lot of big decisions I have to make. Yeah, so,
Mhm.
yeah, but yeah, I've
It's
been in that state of learning to say no to people.
haha, yes. Yeah, standing in your power, right? Um,
Mhm.
it yep, and it's sometimes really hard for us to do that. I find even for myself, it's sometimes hard to do that. But when push comes to pull, you have to be able to have some boundaries for yourself and be able to say, "No, I
Mhm.
need to do this for me," and realize that it's
Right.
not a what they're showing me is, to take, uh okay, what are they showing me here? To take that personal piece out of it. Like, when you say no, it has nothing to do with them, right? So it's like taking that
Right. Right.
so that they can't take it personally, right? So it's not about being
Mhm.
personal. It's really about you being authentic with yourself and saying, "No, I need to do this for me because it's in my highest and best." And then
Right.
moving forward with that. And then those who are those who are truly part of what I would call your tribe are going to follow
Mhm.
and go, "Yep, you're standing in your power. I see that. I accept that. And I accept you for who you are." And those others are going to fall away. It's like what I'm being shown right now is you're at a very pivotal point in your life, and you're going to, as you move through this and start setting your boundaries, people are just going to automatically fall away because your vibration is going to shift and change, and they no longer vibrate on the same level as you, right? So imagine
Awesome.
imagine tuning into like a radio station, right? If you're tuning into an
Mhm.
AM station and you really want FM, you're not going to get that because you're not on the same
Right.
frequency, right? And so they're showing me that that's going to shift and change for you, but you have
Thank
to
you,
be able
Lord.
to do that piece for yourself first.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Yes, because I've been wondering how do I stop them? Because I'm a helper, and if somebody comes with me for anything, I need a shower. Can I wash some clothes? Can I stay tonight? Or, anything. I can't say no. I've always
Yeah.
not been able to say no, but
Right.
I've started to put my foot down lately because it's been really bad. The last 3 years of me helping people, it's turned
Yeah.
really bad
Yeah.
on my part. So, and now I've been diagnosed with congestive heart failure, and I started school and everything because I knew what my life purpose was, and I wanted to do this, and then wham, this happened to me. So yeah, I'm having to rethink everything and say, whoo, stop, whoa.
Yeah. Right. Right. And, here's the thing, that part of you that wants to be that helper, that's what makes you so beautiful and unique, right? But it's a very delicate balance because if you help too much, and what they're showing me is because you've helped so much and you've put others before you, your body is very taxed. And the only way to
Yep.
get back into a position where you can take care of yourself and you can get your body back into repair is starting to say no and put you first. And they're
Yes.
reminding you that saying yes to you and making you first is not selfish. It's really important to do this because if you can't put you first and take care of you, there's no way you can help others.
Right.
And they're showing me that your cup is very empty. Like it has a hole in the bottom and it is drained out. So you need to be able to
Yeah.
plug that hole and start filling your cup up and doing things for you little by little and fill that cup up so that you can start getting healthy again. And they're showing me
Uh,
you will get healthy again. You will get back to that point,
so
but it's going to take work on your part.
yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I guess I just needed to hear that. Thanks for your time and energy. And yeah, I needed to hear that.
It's, so many people already know what they need to do, and it's really just about the validation of it, right? I mean, you knew in your
Hmm.
heart what you needed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just so hard to turn people away.
it is. But know that there will be a time that you can take people in, but it will be at your choice, right?
Yeah. Right.
And that's okay to
Thank you.
do. Yeah.
All right.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so
Best
much.
of luck to you. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Have a
All
good
right. You have
night.
a good night.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wow, it is. It's such, and hearing her speak, this is all a message for all of us who are listening right now. It's so important to be able to put yourself first, to heal yourself, and to do things for yourself and fill up your cup. So if you are listening, know that these messages are there for you as well. Don't forget to fill your cup, set your boundaries, and be able to say no. And it is okay to say no and think about yourself. And it is not selfish. It is called taking care of you, self care. It's so, so important. So, I want to thank you all so much for listening this evening. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Please check out my website at wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. I am taking readings. I'm booking into mid to end of November. I have gift cards. If you want to gift somebody a reading, please reach out to me. I would be happy to help you out. And until then, have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next week.